Reconnection successful. Well, that was an unfortunate little blip in the stream. But, yeah. I just went here to disgrace and sat down, and I was just talking, which I guess angered church ruins, angered the Elden Ring gods, because right now the lightning perfume bottle with the rising sparks ash of war is completely busted. Um, where what it does is it does a line of explosions, except ooh, look, more visitors. Except you can place them all in one spot, so it can just do all its stuff at like once. It's the kind of thing where like Winter Lanternfly. It's pretty neat, and it's going to get patched to be not the case. So it's almost like a FOMO thing where if you want to have this like wacky broken thing going on right now, you'd have to like have the DLC run get that and do that like right now before it gets patched. Winter Lanternfly. Winged insect carrying a dangled, frenzied flame grape. Material used for crafting items. Flies lazily around the abyssal forest. Said to be heralds of the aging untouchable. On seeing these, the wise know to stay well clear of that place. So I was mentioning earlier Bloodborne, right? And how there are some things that are kind of reminiscent and some things that are more direct homage. Winter Lanterns should sound familiar because they are an enemy in Bloodborne. And they are now also an enemy in Elden Ring Shadow of the Erdtree. Oh, these are just touch bloodstains. Okay, I thought it was going to be collect materials. Eye of Yulu, which, you know, is just more madness stuff. Now, I would argue that this is a good example of how like the Frenzied Flame is clearly evil, but in defense of those people who do try to defend it, this is specifically like a weak, incomplete Frenzied Flame that was not sufficiently powerful enough to burn everything down to the ground. So it is theoretically not the Frenzied Flame that the protagonist, that the Elden Ring Tarnish would have. I think that's more an excuse, but you know, in all fairness, is the case. That was definitely not worth it. Only like 50 or 100 runes, but it was in the way. So, Winter Lanterns. They only showed up in the Nightmare Realms in Bloodborne, places that theoretically didn't exist. There was the one in Nightmare Frontier, and then there's quite a few in the Nightmare of Mensis, which is the place you go after Michelage that's on the way. Nightmare Frontier is optional. Nightmare of Mensis is not. They had like, they would make the like 3 little mouths when they would grab you, and they do all the like tiny little constantly biting mouths. And it just had like a basically like a giant brain made of eyes. And when you saw them, you would get frenzy. Which madness in Elden Ring functions a lot like frenzy. Like frenzy was just you would take a big amount of damage. Madness, you take damage, you get locked into a small animation, and you also take a hit to your FP. Now, oh my god, that Rat did so much damage. And here I thought Bobby Joe was strong. I also think I'm heading the wrong way. That's okay. It is nice to know the map is done. Like, oh, just a relief. Only I had a lover? Yeah. Thanks. Very helpful message. I do think, though, like, the unsettling ambient music, those messages at the front, if you don't skip right past them, the fact that they won't even let you use Torrent and they give you that message that Torrent is scared. Like, I think the atmosphere here is very good. I don't think I would want them to do a full horror game. But they could probably do a good job with a horror game, really. Hey, good morning, Sam. Kind of surprised to see you up this early. You trying to squeeze in some 14 time before work? And then dropped in to say hi? Stupid son. Oh, did you get like the sun got in your eyes? And oh, that sucks. Because once you get hit by that blue light, it is hard to get back to sleep at all. And you probably had to be up soon anyways, too, which is like added reason. And here's a few more dev messages. Hide yourself. Make not a sound. Quietly await your chance. Combat is not an option. And then one more dev message. Crouch in the undergrowth. Try parrying. So, I'll be honest. When I got to this part of the DLC, I was reminded that they had the crouch button here. But that message said to try parrying. And I ignored it. But, hey buddy. Hey. Who's a hoodoo Scooby guy? Oh, ow. Oh, well, this is gonna hurt. Oh, you killed me. Wait, no. Yes, you did kill me, okay. That did not go well. I haven't got blackout curtains in my room, which I pretty much need, so unless it's particularly cloudy, the sun forces me up earlier than I like. Oh, that's a shame. We'll Stake of America in a second, but let me do 10. That's 105. And beneath Golden Hippo, Winter Lantern 1. Oh, right, because I died to Greybirds once. Sorry for that. Oh, yeah. There's been a lot going on. Okay, let me try this again. Because they're right, you can try parrying. It's just you need to get them. Ah, I didn't time it right. Come on, come. Oh. I didn't time that properly. Come on. Oh, spooky. Oh, I might be dead here. Oh, you know what? It might help to parry if I put on my freaking... Come on. Come on. Oh, not unless I need to do it sooner than that. So I've seen this work, um, but I've not actually tried it on my other character, so it might take me a second to get the timing down. Unless I was led astray, which would be very elaborate of them. I'm glad you've been enjoying Dawn Trail. How far are you through the MSQ? I think I've told this to Katie before, but it took me forever to find out or figure out that MSQ was just main story quest. Oh, you're gonna kill me. You're gonna kill me. Oh, okay, you didn't kill me there. Good. Good, 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 good. Ooh, you did kill me there, though. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Okay, good. I almost messed with the video capture there. It would have probably been faster to try to sneak past these guys now, but I'm just so bad at the sneaking. Only past the first roll, I'm being dumb and raising each roll up at the same time so I can keep moving the roll quests alongside each other. I'm off most of this week, so I'm going to speed up. Oh, okay. Did you take it off, or did it just work out that way? I mean, I assume you at least partially took off. I just don't know if there's like another thing you had going on. Because it's obviously... Get parried. Hell yeah. Aged One's Exaltation. Oh, you actually get something for killing them, too. Yeah, I booked most of the time off back in May because I knew I'd want to devote it to the DLC. That makes a lot of sense. Good call there. Just didn't realize I also got early access. Oh, okay. Age One's Exaltation. A talisman depicting the exaltation of the aging untouchable, whose head resembles a sprig of a ripe grapes. Raise attack power when madness is triggered in the vicinity. Gift your madness to our Lord. Bless our brethren with grapes. Take care that they fully ripen. Heck yeah. I don't know why they don't have a thing to tell you about parrying them. But people figured it out, so. My own Elden Ring only recently met madness. Yeah, I've mostly done like... I've gone through most of the DLC now. I'm sure I've like missed one or two things here on my other character, but... Oh. Here we go. Come on. Oh. Oh, the tower of it. Oh, wait, the guys do like the eye thing. Okay. Ooh, this might be bad. This might be bad. Oh. I died. I was mad for what they did to pocket puppies. Yeah, they do some... They don't respawn. Excellent. Lovely. Yeah, Madness is messed up. Like, I'll give the Frenzied Flame this too. It clearly targets people who've had a rough go of it. Which is like, admittedly, is kind of coercive of it. New Swollen Grave. All right. An eyeball of the frenzied flame that has swollen from within. Material used for crafting items. Exceedingly rare to find. Marked with fingerprint burns, proof of having been touched directly by the three fingers' embrace. So yeah, so what they want you to do is they want you to sneak through here, and if you hit these, they ring out, so. But yeah, I do like this as a spooky area. It is unfortunately really, really big. And the fact that you have to go through here on foot, I don't know. Oh, is this? No, it's just very first off, well done. You know what? I'll rate you up. Do they deserve it? No, not really. No, I'm not actually sure. Because we saw, like, I think this entire area here has been so scarred by madness it afflicts everything. Since we even saw, like, the sheep and goats have it. But I guess the rats get it from eating the bodies of people that have it? Because it's considered an affliction in some places, right? I guess also maybe... Ooh, a grace. I guess also maybe the sheep, maybe the sheep also just see bodies and they go for a nibble, too. I don't think I have enough time. Like, I could probably run to the boss of this area, but... Oh. Okay. I don't even remember this. Does this say crouch in the undergrowth? No, it's just another one. Okay. Come on. Oh, I didn't do it in time. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Don't. Excellent. I get to live. All right, come on. Ooh, I didn't time that properly again. Get off of me. Oh, too soon. I'm dead. Oh, it's mean that they let you get the madness trigger during the grab. But it's also fair. I mean, you're not actually meant to attack them. I'm just parrying them because I don't need to worry then. Alright, spooky man. Bring it. Oh, they have like little wand. I didn't even notice that. I guess the idea is they're grabbing you with the wand to get the grab in. Oh, I'm dead again. By the way, Sam, I have a death counter that I'm raising that also says all the things that have killed me. I foresee shooting these a lot. You can't shoot them. Now, I've missed like the first 4 or 5 deaths. Um, but no, you have to parry them. That's the only way. Or you can sneak past them. Um, the sneaking past isn't like super hard. I've done it already. And now that I know you can parry them. But see how they give you like these to go through? So I guess it's the boys of Abby and Bubs. Yeah. You could do that pretty safely, I think, actually, with these guys. Just have someone bait them to do their thing. There we go. And there's another swollen grape. You could also have two, do I have any tools? Yes, clarifying boluses. Um, those help solve madness too, so I'm sure they could also make sure when you guys do this, you have a bunch of those. I'm not using them because I have a horrible video game brain. And even when it's for their intended purpose, I like to hoard consumables instead of using them. I don't know why I'm this way. Well, I do know I'm this way. Too many video games through my life. I ended Rebirth with so many elixirs. Like, even before playing on hard when you can't use items, even the base game, it was still like, oh, where? Over here, okay. Look at him trying to be all spooky. Who thinks he's a Slender Man? Well, not a Slender Man, but... Oh. Oh. This is bad. This is bad. Ah, just enough to kill me anyways. I should have double healed. 110. I think with that, yeah, Winter Lanterns have now hit 6. Oh man. I don't I don't always have the significant death counter up. And I say significant, it's just all the I should just say like individual death counter or something instead. Because my idea was I was only going to count the ones where it was like a boss or something killing me. Come on. Come on. The timing on that is not too precise. I didn't get it there. Damn. I could probably... If I used a Boon Arc or something, I could have enough raw health to survive that, I think. Because Madness itself doesn't do a ton of damage. It's just doing that on top of the grab. Which, I mean, these Winter Lanterns are living up to their Bloodborne namesake. And the fact that they force you to parry them, which parrying the Winter Lanterns in Bloodborne was also the optimal way of dealing with them. Okay, I think I think in the other one I'm a little bit too soon. Yeah, there we go. I think. I do like the idea that they brought them back, though, as these horror creatures. It's a nice touch. Oh, there's the madness proc. Also, if I just did something to improve my base damage. Or maybe not my base damage, but also just made it so my crits did more damage. There's talismans I could put on for that. Alright. But yes, this is one of the things I really like of this DLC, and it's not weird for them to do this, but I feel like they did a good, like, I don't know if there's a Godwin, like a kind of death boss encounter I missed out on. I might have. Um, but otherwise, they tried to touch on a lot of the like main elements of Elden Ring. Like here's like a little madness area. They did another like kind of like glintstone thing. They gave them its own little boss. There's kind of something for the Scarlet Rot. Basically, this other side of the Erd Tree, all the outer gods came out to play one more time. I should look now for like a list, because there was one boss I missed because I found the initial area, but then I didn't. You madness goat. Rude. Then I forgot to go back to it. And I'm like, oh wait, there's this thing I never picked up, and it's like it's right there. It's like, oh. And it was a unique boss. Now, it wasn't a great unique boss. It might be the worst unique boss in the DLC. Not that it was bad, per se, it just wasn't particularly enthralling. Like, the first two... Well, I'm gonna call them both the first two unique bosses. Oh crap. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. I would rather not die to rats. Um... Dancing Lion is not technically unique. Spoilers for later. They did the same thing they did with Astel, Natural Born of the Void, where you just find another one. I'm not a fan of it, but I will say, admittedly, it makes sense that there would be more than one of them, considering the gimmick of that boss and its design. It just does suck though, because it's a really cool boss, animation and style wise, so seeing it a second time does just detract from it a little bit. A record of crafting techniques left by a craftsman who served Mitra, master of the Mons, and Anaya, its lady. His eyes were burned by the flame of frenzy. Alright. Yeah, I'll probably be wrapping up in like 15, maybe 20 minutes. But I'll at least have gone to the next area. Which is not spooky like this area is. Castle ahead. First off, jumping off and then try death. I'd rather not, actually. If I wanted to. Oh, by the way, Sam, in this DLC, I'm sure Abby and Bubs will try to be careful of it, but there are occasionally birds that will just randomly let out incredibly loud squawking sounds, pretty similar to in Dark Souls 3, the Irithyll dungeon. If you remember how some of those bodies would just suddenly scream out. Yeah, it's I don't know why they do it. Even for someone like me who doesn't necessarily have issues with sensitive hearing or anything, it's still obnoxious when it happens. It's like, why did you put jump scare birds in the game? Yeah. I think with someone who, like... I actually don't know. When you're playing co-op, does it attenuate sound if you're far from something and someone triggers it? Because I know, like... I know for, spacing and stuff like that, it will move it around in 3D for that, because it helps with, like, knowing where things are. So I assume it would also affect volume that way. We tend to stick as a unit a lot, so I'm not quite sure. Okay. See, I almost never co-op, so... Until can be considered the Thunder expansion as well. Oh, has it been using Thunder a lot in it? I'm sorry to hear that. Like, it's kind of hard to avoid that stuff happening, but it's just unfortunately, like, just bad luck for you that it would come up. It is kind of nice to be reminded of, like, this is just what a person walking through, what their speed is. But it does make me miss Torrent. The first 20 minutes open on a storm. Oh, that's rough. Castle ahead? Oh yeah, I can just go here. And I am not there yet. Uh, ooh, a golden horn tender, nice. There's an area that's like the one antenna with constant light. Oh, the Thunder Plains? Oh man. Kitty's also busy with her own 14 stuff, but she would be able to chime in with the exact right name. But that's, yeah. Okay. I was gonna say that was where what memory was dredging up. And here we've reached the Mons. I don't like they're like bird statues except they have frenzied stone beaks. Yeah, it's next to the endgame city where I'll need to go regularly for gear. Ah, that is rough. I could actually... Another swollen grape, that's fine. This is a small area.
Come no closer. No closer, I say. The madness wears.
And creepy. Yeah, like this whole area is like a little horror section they put in. Mons Hall. I welcome you, all uninvited
guest. But must I warn as you venture in, heed the words of our great master Midra. Approach not the madness, lest ye succumb.
I believe this is a shortcut door. Can I open from this side? All right. This is also, interestingly enough, one of the few places that has illusory walls. Those are not very helpful messages, but I'll give it to them. Torn diary page. Is this safe? Okay, good. A discarded page ripped from a diary, bearing a passage written in a tremulous hand. I touched him, but only once when he thrust the staff in my face. I brushed it aside. It was then that I touched him, the aging untouchable. Like, I know people want the Frenzied Flame to not be evil, but I feel like the fact they made a whole little horror section in the DLC dedicated to a lesser version of it just seems to indicate to me maybe it's not a good thing. But as I said too, you could make the argument that that's just because it needs to be like, you need to have it be strong and burn everything away. Otherwise, this is what you get. Which seems like a not particularly great argument, but I've also heard worse technically. More thin beast bones. I don't know why that got to show up. Oh, oh. Okay, okay. Oh my god. Get out of here. Get out of here. There's an enemy doing that. We can deal with him. Because he is a jerk. And he is spamming those. Be wary of right. There we go. Lever. Hey, you get useful notes. Yeah, there are still a few that are okay. This one's actually not bad, too. I will admit, I sometimes have a hard time actually uploading the useful ones. Not because, like, I don't want to. It's just because, like, I'm so used to notes being completely useless. And now that I know what I'm doing, this won't happen quite as often. But, as I said with that moment earlier, sometimes they're still useful. Shadow Realm Moon 6. And a ghost.
I beg you, stop. Haven't I taken enough? Are we not brethren, common in our line? And yet you offer only cruelty. I ask, what crime did great Midra commit?
So many of late for me have been complete bollocks. Yeah. Unfortunately, a lot of it, like, especially when there's like a heavy influx, you tend to get a lot of them bad. This DLC is full of people with messages that are just asking for help. And it just gets tiring. Surging Frenzied Flame. So this is what that asshole was using against us. Spirit Gravestone burned by Frenzied Flame. Uses FP to place a stone on the ground where it spews frenzied flames. Spirits are eternal, and yet Frenzied Flame melts them away regardless. No wonder the horn scent forbid the flame's use. Okay, we can go up this way. I'm gonna go back down though, because I'm gonna finish exploring this area. Because I got tired of that guy almost killing me with his frenzied flame rocks. Okay, we've been through there. Actually, I think that might have been it, basically. Oh wait, or did I not go? Therefore praise the message. Yeah, see, like... No, it's this one. Healing required ahead, therefore praise the message. Like, rating poor does nothing for them, but I so wish they would actually penalize you. Like, they couldn't do that because people would abuse it the other way, and then you wouldn't even get useful messages, unfortunately. But I just... Like, for one thing, I don't even know if many of those people get much use out of those, because it's not like you can time when you get them. It's not like you can get like a separate pool of healing that's like message health that you can pop whenever. It's just, it randomly happens. So how often is it really going to actually probably help you out? Just feel so downgraded from Dark Souls 3s. Yeah, it's the bane of Elden Ring being the super popular one. Just get everyone who wants to put their own little twist on the memes in. But there's still useful messages here or there. And there are still people trying to use it for the right thing. And I appreciate that. Because there are a lot of things that can just be hard to find. There's a part in Dark Souls 2 where there's like little paths like this that like go to the side. Or no, I'm talking, no, Dark Souls 1 has that. Maybe 2 did have it too, but 1 had that in Playtown. And I was so worried they brought that back here. Ooh, it is dark. Oh god. Ooh, okay. I don't think that would have been a deadly fall. But I'm glad I didn't have to check it. Where the hell am I currently at? Oh, I went all the way back to the... Oh, god dang it. This is a small place, but, you know, there's no accounting for getting lost. You know, not that they haven't done other, like, was in Demon Souls, the Tower of Latria or whatever. They've done other, like, horror zones, too. It does make me wonder sometimes if they want to do, like, a full-blown horror area at some... But not horror area. That's what this is. But, like, a horror game. You could do okay at stealth games, and arguably horror games tend to end up being kind of stealth games. I can see them doing well with that. Although I'll always be more a fan of, like, the Dark Souls chassis for their game design. But I did end up quite enjoying Armored Core 6 at the end of the day. Do I prefer something like this? Oh, easily. No. Do I have rats on here? Milana, Divine Beast, Goat Sheep, Ghost Dog, Ghost Velva, Greybird, Golden Hippo, Winter Lantern. I don't. Madness Rats. 1. They're on the board. That sucks. Well, let's go back. I need to get showered and ready for work. Alright, Sam. Back if you're still going to want to do. Oh, I don't think I will be. I think I'm going to try to get to the boss in like 10-15 minutes. And if I don't, I'm going to wrap up there. But have a good day. Might talk with you later some. Oh, thank you. Thank God I can brute force you guys down in 2. Ooh, a one warrior helm. That is a dumb hat, but unfortunately it is a dumb hat that would cover up Bobby Joe's glorious face. I can't have that. Helm featuring a crown of sturdy tangle horns, allowing the wearer to invoke divinity. Really? Asshole. Attire of the Horned Warriors, Keepers of the Tower. Divine Invocation bolsters the strength of the wearer, but causes the blessing of the Erdtree to become nauseating, reducing the restorative effect of drinking from a flask of sacred tears. Focus is also troubled by wearing this helm. I've got to kill you again, too. Alright. Time to kill the rats. See, was that so hard, Bobby Joe? That's just what you needed to do last time. Mad Craftsman Cookbook. Oh, right, that's 3. Decoy. Oh. God damn it. That was my bad. I shouldn't have fallen for that. Oh, God. Okay, I need to go this way. This gives us the Surging Frenzied Flame. Okay. The fun thing is, if I don't take too long, I can actually show off this boss twice. Because unlike... While it is annoying on subsequent runs of it, he actually showed, like, his intro cutscene plays every time. For reasons that will become apparent when we get there. I don't remember if I need to actually spend these on anything. Like, I'm sure I had some gravy levels and something I wanted to do. Ooh. Okay, I did get everything here, right? Yes, okay. I don't know if any of those drop out. I was worried they would. Oh, thank goodness. In a weird touch. Do I see it here? Is it here? No, it just goes over. Okay. Must be the next room then. That's just a regular ladder. Is this bigger than I remember it being? It might be. I mean, not that it has too much going on. Ooh, Shadowbound Rune 7. Okay. That's the same. I remember thinking that an ulcerated tree spirit was going to appear around here. Another swollen grape. Which this area is definitely way too small and would have been super obnoxious to fight one in. Where? Ooh. There you are. Try attacking. Oh, right. That is a thing. Okay. That one I did not remember. So I will rate those. And then we open up the shortcut door. Like, it's very generous here. I'm not quite sure why, considering very few of the enemies here are actually dangerous. But I don't mind either. Like, I know people want like a certain... I've seen the complaint. I think I saw one of those dumb gaming articles about it, where they were like complaining about how the areas were much too easy to navigate compared to the bosses, as like a mismatch in difficulty kind of thing. And I kind of see the point there. I'm not certain I agree with it per se, but like at the same time, it is a thing where like it's kind of weird that like the bosses do keep getting harder, but they don't want to make it too hard to navigate. There's one of the very big fat inquisitors. And then we have Nanaya's torch. A torch made by attaching a dying flame of frenzy to a small spinal column. In a distant land, in an age-long past, was born a man who failed to become the lord of frenzied flame. All that remains of him is cradled gently by Nanaya. Unique skill, Feeble Lord's Frenzied Flame. Hold torch out in front and spit out frenzied flame. Afflicts those caught in its area of effect with madness. Oh, sorry, apologies. Along with the user themselves. The skill will continue for as long as the button is held down. It can be used while moving. That is a big inquisitor. He had a revered spirit ash, which I'm not getting much use out of with Bobby Joe, but you know, it's still better than nothing. Oh, okay. What is the way to go? Occasionally the particle effects seem to be like a bit much. Ah, right. Yeah, this bookcase moves, so you could go from up there, but also you can go from the bottom. That's right. I completely ran past this guy who's weighing the ambush, which is probably what this message is about. Alright. Another grace. I think this is the final one we needed. Also, fun fact. This message probably says, shortcut ahead, all the more seek precious item. So this is over here. With the revered spirit ash. And then this just lets you go back. I believe this is where we already were at. Yeah, it is. Why do you need to kick down this ladder? I don't know. It seems unnecessary to me, but it is what it is. Alright. Is this it? Clear ritual and then betrayal. Okay. Wow. I'm one shy of probably each of those, honestly. Heck yeah. Okay. So, I'm going to kind of cheat here. But I think at 112 deaths, having one or two that are just give me moments is not a bad thing. But let's show off who this boss is. And then I'll maybe not start with him next time, but we'll hit him early next time. If all goes to plan, he shouldn't take me too long. I think he's actually among the easier ones for what it is, but we'll also see. It's been a little bit since I fought him, and most of my time lately has been on just the final boss, so the specific timings of this one might elude me. But he is a really dope cutscene.
The depths of your foolishness!
He also attacks you and yells. Minor body horror elements. So I guess fair warning for that. I'm showing this off at the end, but if it's too much, you can just look away.
I have endured more than enough.
Ooh. Ooh.
I ask you forgive me, dearest Nanaya.
Bro? Bro? No, I think that's... No. Splorch. Well then. Well then. Let chaos take the world indeed. Midra, Lord of Frenzied Flame. So there we go. We'll do that next time. I'll actually try to fight him. But for now, let me throw that on the board. We're going to count it. Midra, Lord of Frenzied Flame. 1, Oh no. Have I hit? It's on there, right? Okay. I might need to do a second box or something here. Because for whatever reason, it seems that like there's like a height limit OBS does. Um, I'll mess with this next time. It's still here, you just can't see it. And I want to make it so you can see it, so I don't know how to fix that. I'll work on that. That's a problem for next time. For now, let us leave Bobby Joe off. I like to parry this boss. I think he's actually very parryable. He's one of the easier ones too. So we'll leave him like that. Until then, though, thanks for hanging out. You would think I'd be sick of this DLC by now, but I'm just excited to go fight these guys now in Bobby Joe. But until then, thank you for hanging out with me. Good night, everyone. And good night, Bobby Joe. You monster.